Okay, so what I'm going to do today is something that I've told you guys to do over and over, and I've been putting it off because I don't like doing it. It's making a color palette. Now, it can be simple to do a color palette. I'll show you one that the Distress Oxide Spray. Tim Holtz, encourages you to make one. So this is my messy one from Distress Oxide Spray. And it works. It's got all the names of the different colors. Now, I wish they'd sent that to me for the Dylusion sprays, but they didn't. So I'm going to make my own. And so there's a couple ways. I thought about cutting this into 12 squares, punching a hole, and putting it on a ring. And then I remembered that this one sheet is really kind of a cool way to see them all at once. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. These sprays kind of go everywhere, so I'm going to have to manage that. But I think if I put maybe a mask over it, that'll work. So anyway, I am going to draw my rectangles and get this sheet ready, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I thought I'd stop and mention to you, just so you don't have to do the math, if you want it to be neat and have a grid. So here's for 12 colors. And so on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, you go in a 1/2 inch all the way around, and then start at that point, mark in 2.5 inches, and you'll get 3 this way and 4 this way. 2.5, 2.5 this way, 2.5 this way. And so you do like 2.5, 5, and 7.5 on your ruler. Same thing here is like 2.5, 5, and 7.5. And so that's your grid. And then I'm going to go in with a Sharpie and write the names of these down. If I can read them. They've got this font that's just almost impossible to read on these. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then I'll be back. Okay, so I took a piece of scrap paper out of an old journal, and I cut the window to the same size as the squares on here. I'm being a little tidier than I was on the last one, but this spray goes everywhere, so I figured it'd be a way to keep it from mixing together. So 2.5 inch window. Here's all my names I wrote. Here's my little cutting board I got from Dollar Tree, which is a wonderful thing. I got it when it was still $1. Everything at Dollar Tree is now $1.25, but anyway, on with this. So put my ruler away, and so let's see how this goes. London blue. Be sure, of course, if you're doing your sprays, that you shake all the mica up because it goes to the bottom. And so since that's the case, I will be speeding this up so you can see it in quickly. Okay, so there it is. There is my palette for these are the Dylusion shimmer sprays, but of course this concept works with any of them. So hope that helps you out. If you liked the video, click like and think about subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.